Ever since the release of Star Wars back in 1977 by creator George Lucas, a lot of fans really love the character of Luke Skywalker and exactly how he was written in these Star Wars movies. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, a lot of fans would say otherwise for the sequel trilogy movies, that Luke Skywalker was not used properly by Disney, Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and especially Rian Johnson, which was the main cause of dividing the fan base. Now, when we look at the character of Luke in the originals, a very well-written character, a very well-chosen actor, Mark Hamill, by creator George Lucas to really portray that character, and I think that George did a fantastic job by letting Mark Hamill really become Luke and really become a part of, pop culture. Now, when you look at Disney Star Wars, obviously right now a lot of changes are being made with brand new eras being introduced, such as the High Republic, and they're also going to be bringing back the Old Republic into the mix, where Disney's going to be exploring stories related to that actual era of Star Wars. But it's not just that. Just yesterday, Disney CEO Bob Iger stepped down, and Bob Chapek is actually taking over as the CEO of Disney, and major changes are coming our way for the Star Wars universe, and how a lot of Bob Iger's plans and strategies will be transferred on over to Bob Chapek, and how Chapek will also be introducing some of his own strategies to really repair the Star Wars universe. So, what's really intriguing is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on developing their brand new Star Wars universe that is said to be more massive than the old one by Lucasfilm back in the 1990s and early 2000s, before Disney took over. Now, it's noted that one of the big plans in place as of now is to fix the character of Luke Skywalker, and that Bob Iger would be handing over his strategy over to Bob Chapek to fix the Star Wars franchise by repairing the character of Luke Skywalker, where it's noted that Bob Chapek will also be introducing some of his very own plans to fix the character of Skywalker for the Star Wars brand. Knowing that the Skywalkers are what sell and what the Star Wars community loves, it's noted that part of this plan will involve for Bob Chapek to hand down the plans to the creators over at Lucasfilm, and that some of these plans have to do with introducing a brand new era of the Star Wars franchise that has never been seen in Star Wars Legends, that will be made by, of course, into the canon material under Disney, that will bring through, of course, the character of Luke Skywalker to go through hundreds of missions with new and old characters alike. Additionally, it's noted that they plan to actually begin development on the young Luke Skywalker TV series sometime in 2021 for a release on Disney Plus in the near future, and that they will be using Mark Hamill for some of the sequences, while also recasting Luke Skywalker to have a far younger actor in some other sequences combined with Hamill's. Now, additionally, it's noted that they are also already planning a Mandalorian Season 3 set for release in 2021 that will also feature more of Luke Skywalker. Meanwhile, in Season 2, they also have a plan in place to tease Luke's presence in the Mandalorian TV series on Disney+. Not just that, but Bob Chapek will also be introducing a plan to bring back as many Legends stories as possible for the character of Luke Skywalker that will be used for this TV show, and of course for the brand new Star Wars universe. So, the thing that's really exciting about this is that this is obviously Disney's desperate plan to really fix the character of Luke, and one would argue that there really is no fixing the Star Wars brand as of right now, at least for the original trilogy characters. Now, I would say that I'm more hopeful about this because, as of now, Kathleen Kennedy, she currently has no creative control over at Lucasfilm. She can't really, interrupt any of the creative decisions that are being developed by Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and everybody else that's involved with really crafting this brand new Star Wars universe that's actually said to be bigger than the old one. Now, let's talk about that. The fact that they are going to be making the EU, the new EU, I should say, bigger than the old one, really is very ambitious of Disney. It all depends on exactly, how it's all going to be written and exactly how expansive they really want to really make it. Now, when you think about the character of Luke, how this new TV series that's in early development, we've been talking about this for a couple of months now, of how they want to begin production on it in early 2021 for a release sometime in the near future on Disney Plus that's going to fix elements of Luke, and it's also going to be introducing as many Star Wars Legends stories as possible in the form of live action. So that's one thing to look forward to, right? When you think about Star Wars, you always think about the Skywalkers or Darth Vader, and I just could not be more excited to see exactly how Bob Chapek is really going to play a major role in keeping Bob Iger's strategy alive as he just stepped down out of nowhere, at a surprise. He really wasn't supposed to step down until sometime in 2021, but of course there is still going to be a transition in place. It's not like Bob Chapek is immediately, just running everything Star Wars. Of course there's going to be a transition as Bob Iger, begins to make his way out and phase his way out of Star Wars, Marvel, etc. So, anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. From night to moon we hear them moans again.